Beth, overall, the share of the spoils, you satisfied or disappointed in the end of that?
I think our first half performance killed us. I think you can see in the first half we were miles off. I don't think there was a lot of quality on the pitch, and London Bees probably edged it in the first half. Second half, you can see we threw everything at us, and to be honest, it didn't look like it was going to be our day, and it wasn't. We were unhappy with our result, but we've got a quick turnaround. We've got a game against Bristol on Tuesday, and we've got to be ready for that.
Can you put your finger on why things went wrong in the first half? Was it just rustiness after the break?
We all know how hard we've worked in the month half, so it's very disappointing to come out and perform like that. There was just no quality on the field. There was passes going astray, tempo wasn't good enough. We got the grills in and tried to round it up, but it just wasn't happening. I think we needed the half time to restart and go again. As you can see, we put everything into the second half, it just wasn't to be.
I saw the team was out early for the second half. It was just a few words said by the manager.
Yeah, obviously if you're a gaffer, you're not going to be happy with anything like that. All of our players know it wasn't good enough, and it took the manager to get into us, and that's sometimes what players need. He doesn't want to do it and we don't want to hear it, but it showed in the second half that we can go and do something. We just left it too late and didn't take our chances.
But when you did get back on level terms, a piece of brilliance from Katie Wilkinson, a tremendous free kick.
Oh, she's always got that in her locker. If there's a free kick anywhere around the edge, she'll get on it, and you know she'll threaten to score. She's been threatening to score from a free kick all year, so we're all ecstatic that she's managed to put it in the back of the net and obviously get us the point.
And then you looked at a different team from then. You could have taken it. I mean, Amy West forced 2 good saves, and Sarah Nading as well, another good save. And Tash Baptiste just at the end of that lob was just inches over. It could have been your day in the end.
That's what I mean. You've got the chances. You saw how many shots we've had, how many attempts we've had, and you can see from that it just wasn't our day. The pressure that we put on, the tempo we controlled in the second half, we kept going. It just wasn't enough.
So just a little indication of whether the season's gone so far. I mean, you haven't been outplayed by any team really, but it's just a case of finishing off chances.
Do you know what? We haven't been played off the park by any team whatsoever. It's been really disappointing. Like we had obviously the 4-2 loss to the Oval and we're 2-0 up, and similar story here, but reverse of halves. First half we were absolutely awful. In the second half, we had left ourselves too much to do really. And yeah, as you say, it seems to be a trend. We're trying to remove it, but obviously it'll take some time clearly, but we will get there.
But at the back, you look very strong. I mean, Alicia and Dow had a really good game today. Chloe Jones made some really good interceptions at important times. You don't really look like conceding, even though London Bees had a lot of the game.
Alicia and Dow's a class act, and adding Chloe into there adds that solidity, but as well, right from Chloe, who's come in today and made a fantastic debut, right to the front of Katie. You've always got something special, whether it's defending or attacking, and fortunately the defenders do a good enough job to allow us to attack. It's just whether we do our jobs going forward, and unfortunately as a team we didn't today.
You mentioned the game coming up on Tuesday as a quick turnaround, obviously playing Bristol City, who are chasing promotion. It gave them a really good game earlier in the season. Can you see yourselves doing that today?
Well, the way we played against Bristol in the first half of the season, obviously we went down there and we were very disappointed to come away the way we did. It should have been a win for us. How we didn't win, I'll never know. It's the game of the season for us. It's the best we've played, and so we definitely won't fear going into Bristol. It's a game that we want to win and know we can win. It's just whether or not we can get off quick from the off and carry it on through the whole of the 90 minutes, because consistency is the key at the minute.
And 2 of your old teammates coming down here.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, it's always nice to play against teammates and see them, but obviously when they've left your club to go on to maybe bigger or better things, you want to win that game a lot more than probably any other game in the season. So we'll be looking to definitely, as I say, put one over on maybe the teammates that have left, and especially Bristol, because they're supposed to be competing and we want to be in and around them.
Let's just mention there's something on your arm just there, captain's armband.
Yeah.
How big an honour is that for you?
It's massive. If you looked at it a year ago, it's something that you really wouldn't expect. I mean, obviously Katie Moran's injured at the minute, but so I've had to step up and take it, and it's something that I'd have never have thought I'd have ever gotten a year ago. You'd have probably laughed at me being captain, but obviously it's a massive honour and something that I'm really proud of.
Is it something you knew was going to happen when Katie was injured?
Just absolutely no idea. No, it was ridiculous, but it was just Katie beeping at us now. No, it's one of those things that I had no idea it was going to happen, and when I got the call to say that obviously I was captain, it was obviously, you can imagine the nerves that I was coming into this game, and it was just obviously it's a great honour, and I'm so happy to be selected. It's probably maybe a little bit of a reward for maybe the hard work I've put in since coming into the first team, so obviously I'm ecstatic to get it.
Yeah, no, well played. It was a really good game to watch between two very well matched sides, but I suppose a little bit frustrated that you got in front but just couldn't quite hold on to the win.
Yeah, quite frustrating. We had a lot of chances as well. Obviously they had a few themselves, but I thought at the end who was going to nick it. We had 4 or 5 good chances in the last 5-10 minutes, so a little bit frustrated to come away with only 1 point, but hopefully it gives us a good run out in front of the game on Wednesday against Millwall.
And first half there was excellent, wasn't it? And the team really played some good football and deserved to be ahead.
Yeah, we played some really good stuff in the first half. I thought some of our passing was really good, and our movement as well. There's some great movement from the girls up front. I thought we were solid at the back. So to come out in the second half and to kind of not drop off a little bit, but not give as good a performance we did in the first half. But last 20 minutes I thought we were better, and as I said, we should have probably gone on and win it.
Was it a case of taking the form just before the break into the first half as well? Was that the way you were playing before the break?
Yeah, that was our aim. Our aim was obviously to play just as good as we did in the first half and the second half. Obviously, you can't keep 100% press for all game, but I thought, as I said, we got better in the second half. We had probably a 20-minute period where we weren't as good as we should have been, but we got better.
And as you said, the chances came near the end. Only a really good clearance probably stopped either from scoring, and goalkeeper made a couple of good saves, and Paula had a really lively game on the left and it went close as well a couple of times.
Yeah, we had some really good chances. Keeper made some really good saves, especially the first half over our head. I'd say we had several chances that probably should have been put away, but I'm sure it's something we'll look at.
And personally, how have you been finding it since you came here from Brighton?
Yeah, it's been nice. The girls are really welcoming, and obviously it's good to play WSL too as well. I've been really enjoying it.
Looks a really together team as well, isn't it? Obviously, there's been a lot of signings made, but the team looks to have gelled together quite quickly.
Yeah, the girls are really easy to get on with. As I say, we've gelled really well. Obviously, we're all together in the changing rooms, and the journey's up, and over on the training as well. It's a really good atmosphere.
So what do you think overall will be a good season for London Bees? You're aiming for the top half this year?
Definitely aiming for top half, pushing top 4 if we can. We're really going for it this year. We've obviously since I've come, we've had some good results and some good performances, and the girls are doing really well. So hopefully pushing top 4 this year.
And if you keep winning, who knows?
Exactly, who knows?
Well,